Hello Libra, and welcome to August 2018. This is your oracle card reading for the month. I've already shuffled the cards and laid out the spread. It's right in front of me. I'm going to be referring to it as I do the video. For you this month, it is all about relationships and a relationship situation you are dealing with. For some of you, I get the feeling that this is a relationship situation you've been dealing with either all summer or for a long time, a situation that started before August. And then for others of you, this may be something new. But I feel like for the majority of you, you're going to go into this video knowing what I'm talking about. Now, I feel like there is a relationship. What I'm seeing is a conflict between two men. So this is you trying to either start a new relationship with someone and get it off the ground, but there's either, it's like you are trying to connect with this guy and there's another guy in the picture, or it's two men that you're choosing between. It could also be two men who are fighting for your attention and or affections. This could be a work relationship. I really get the feeling it's more of a romantic relationship for you. So you're deciding between these two guys. I feel like they know about the other guy. Like they know about each other and they know that you're choosing between them and they don't like it. And this is causing conflict. Conflict between you and your heart and your mind, internal conflict, and also conflict between the people involved. It's kind of a sticky situation. So my advice for you would be, and I see you picking someone, and I think you need to pick the person who makes you feel the best, which, like, of course, but I really feel like one of these guys is going to put you in a better situation than the other. And it's interesting because, like, the suits are reversed here. So the way I'm seeing it is that one is the King of Stones and one is the King of Tulips. And then in the next row, I'm seeing the Queen of Tulips with the stone, which is like the Ace of Stones, or the first stone card. But she's with the King of Acorns. So it's a very, I know that might not mean anything to you, but to me, it's a very interesting dynamic playing out in the cards. So I get the feeling that one of these men is older, one of these men is younger, one is more traditional, one is more liberal and creative, one likes new things, the other one likes what's tried and true. So they're very opposite. And you feel like more of an affinity with the guy that's a little bit younger and fun and liberal and has new ideas about the world. But at the same time, you're really craving that stability, and you're not sure if you're going to be able to get it with him. So there's even a possibility that some of you are going to go with a third partner, like a third guy who's not in the picture, the King of Acorns. But it's also possible that maybe you can find that stability with the person you choose, but once you do, he's going to change. So like if you choose this younger guy and you want that stable relationship with him, understand that that relationship is going to change him, and he's not going to be the same person who's like fun and carefree once he's in a monogamous relationship with you. And this is going to be something new that you're finding out about him. Like, oh, I thought you were this way. And he is that way. He's that way when he's single. He's a different person when he's dating you. So you're going to be seeing a new side of this man once you make this decision. I am seeing that as you settle into this relationship, you might not love it, to put it lightly. There's a potential here that you're going to find that this whole situation is just draining you. You just feel so drained. It's almost like a job. Like being in this relationship is a job for you. Now, For those of you who are already in a relationship and going through a hard time, this still applies to you. I know I'm talking as if you're choosing between two men, and you might be even if you're in a relationship, but this isn't strictly for the singles. It applies, I feel like you could be going through this situation with someone or if you're single. But it's just, you're in this really stressful relationship, they're kind of making you choose, they're changing in the relationship, and you're just, it's like a light bulb is going to go off for you in the middle of the month. And you're just like, oh my God, I hate this. Like, I didn't realize this, but I hate being in relationships. Or maybe you just hate being in a relationship with this person. Because as a Libra, you're like prone to love relationships. You're ruled by Venus, your natural place is the 7th house. But you're going to be learning that, it's almost as if you didn't realize how you felt before, and you're going to realize how you feel, like I said, like a light bulb going off, like, oh, like this is how I feel, because you were so distracted by this drama playing out in front of you with these two guys vying for your affection that you kind of forgot to ask how you felt. And you're just going to realize, I don't like being in a relationship with this person. There's still a potential to be in a good relationship, but your story that I'm seeing right now this month is all about the relationship you're currently in and the situation you're currently dealing with. So you could still have a good one, but this one looks like it's not that great. And I think you're ultimately going to make the decision to be single. So either you're going to break up with this person because you're just so drained from all the drama, or it's just maybe you knew the end of this relationship was coming and it was just kind of like the writing was on the wall and you're just like, okay, like I'm going to let this die. The relationship die. But understand that it's still going to take some time. We have a lot of retrograde energy in the sky right now. I see the snail card next to the boar. The snail card is all about time delays and long duration of time, and the boar is all about independence. So you want to be an independent person, but it's going to take some time to get there. You may even be going back to school and learning something new. Either you're learning new information about how to be single, or this could literally be that, like, once you break up with this person and become single, that you're gonna like go back to school and do something for yourself. There's also a potential to travel here. I see the camel card, but that could also just mean that you are traveling away from a relationship and being single. I ultimately see you being single towards the end of the month. Now, I do see that this could have been like a karmic situation for you about relationships. Like maybe this is like the last bit of your relationship karma that you're learning, and it's going to put you in a better position to be in romantic relationships for the rest of your life. It could also mean that this was a soulmate person, that you had a soulmate connection with whoever this person was, and that's why you had to go through all this tumultuous drama and this just this tumultuous situation. But I do think that the last card I see here in the spread is the Queen of Roses. And the Queen of Roses is a woman who is very emotional. She's in charge of her emotions. She knows how to access her emotions. It's a very loving card. So I feel like you're going to go through this transformation where you become this emotionally satisfied woman or man. But you're going to be in this, it's like the pinnacle of emotions, like how the queen of her suit, she's the queen of emotions. So it's like a graduation where you become the queen of mastering your emotions. And you're going to be better prepared to handle new relationships too. It really is like, this is like the last karmic lesson you have to learn with this person before you can go forward. Now, since this really could be a romantic soulmate, they may still be in your life. They may not be someone you're breaking up with. It could be that you're just having a temporary break, and then that karmic pull brings you back to that person. But when you go back to them, you're going to have this relationship in a new way. The relationship itself is undergoing this transformational process as well. And then you're going to have to be paying more attention to your own needs and what you want out of it, and be able to vocalize that with your partner. And this is a long process. It's not going to go quick. So if you decide to ultimately be single, or if the karmic connection is just too strong and you have to have this person in your life, just keep in mind that it's going to take some time to unfold. And that makes sense astrologically as well, because I know astrologically that Venus is going to go retrograde. So whatever romantic decisions you make right now, you're going to be revisiting them come this fall during the Venus retrograde cycle. So even if you do break up with somebody today or this month, they're going to come back into your life and you're going to be revisiting that situation anyway. So this really could be a romantic soulmate. And if you do decide to stay with this person, it's going to be a new version of your relationship. So in a sense, you are breaking up with them because the relationship is just not going to be the same anymore. You can be with them still in the future, but it's going to be in a new way. It's going to be changed. So it's all about relationships for you this month, Libra. And I hope that this was helpful. My ultimate advice for you would be to find out what it is that you want and what you need from this person and what you want for yourself. And I think you're going to be learning a lot about that this month. Like learning how to access those emotions inside. You need to become this Queen of Roses person. You need to become the master of your own emotions, and that's mastering how to be in touch with your emotions, being in touch with what you want, being in touch with how you express them, and being in touch with how you communicate them to other people. So this is ultimately a good situation for you, even though it might be a little stressful at times. So thank you for watching. I wish you lots of luck, and I will see you in the future.